All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another part of the Netrisha blog YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to talk about how you can add a new user to your WordPress website. So let's say you have a new WordPress website and you is going to actually be maybe you want to be publishing multiple articles, or it's a website owned by an organization or a school, and you would like to have multiple author or administrator on the website. So how can you achieve that? So in this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can achieve that. So here I have a website that it's simply a dummy website with almost little to no content there. So now let's say you want to add a new user to your account in order for you to be able to manage authors. So if the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you are an administrator for that website. Before you can be able to add other users, you have to be the administrator for that particular website. So in this case, as you can see from here, I am an administrator for the website. So and how can you know if you are an administrator for the website? First, you'd be able to have access to everything that is with managing the website, including the super privilege. And the other method to find out is by going to the all users aspect. So when you go to the all users there, then you see your username, which is admin. You also see the email, and you also see the role. So this role simply means I'm an administrator for the website. So now let's say what if you want to add a new contributor to your website? So all you have to do is click on the add new. So when you click on adding, it's going to bring out this page whereby you can add the details of the new user. So in this case, so let's say I want to add a new user, and the username is going to be example. Then the email, you enter the email of the user that you want to add to the website. So in this case, it's going to be example@gmail.com. And then the first name, which is optional. So let me just give it at example f name. Let me just put this as f name, and then for the last name, ed name, which is the last name of the person. And also you can, for the password that the person is going to use to access the website. So the most important thing when setting up a new user account is to have the username, the email, and the password. So the other options are quite optional. The first name, the last name, the website are all optional, and that is the user can modify or change that when he or she is free. So but the username, the email, and the password is quite important. So in this case, I have a new user account that I want to add to the website with the username example, with the email example@gmail.com, and with the password. So for the password aspect, you can either generate a password, so which is going to automatically generate a random password that is strong for the user, or you can instead provide a new password for the user. So in this case, let me say I want to give it example 101 or 101 at example. So or 101 at example. So this notification bar here is going to also tell you if the password is weak, medium, or strong. So it's usually recommend that you leave it at strong. So I'm going to say 101 example, 101 at example. So let me just leave it at this. So it's actually recommended you make sure that the password is strong on staging websites. So now when you are done with this, then you have the send user notification. That is if you want to notify the user about their new account. So you can either check this box or uncheck the box depending on what you want it to have. So now if the role is the type of role that you want to assign to the user. So for advanced WordPress website, maybe a membership website or an emailing website, you're going to have a lot of user role from there. But by default, when you come to the role aspect, you're going to have the subscriber, the contributor, the author, the editor, and the administrator as default. So in this case, if you choose the administrator is the highest level of the role that you can assign to someone on the WordPress website. So you also have the editor, and you also have the author. And to learn more about what this role is all about and their privilege, so I'm going to send you a link to WordPress user roles and privilege, so that you can be able to learn more about WordPress user rules and privilege. So we have a lot of articles here. So this is one from the WordPress one. This is one from the official WordPress documentation, which talks about the roles and capabilities. So you have the super admin, we have the administrator, editor, author, contributor, and subscriber. So I'm also going to attach this link to the description of this website, so that you can be able to read more about what each of these roles and capability does and how they differ from each other. So but in this case, the new user that I want to add, I'm just going to make the person only as an a contributor. So now we have the username of the person to be example in the email and the password here. But kindly note that if you want to log into the website, all you need is just the username and the password, or the email and the password. So now I'm going to click on add new user. So when you click on add user, it's going to send an email to the person that a new user account has been created for you on the website. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new post here, which is I'm going to say I'm going to make a random post and said a new post. I'm going to call this a new user has been added to the website. So I'm just going to make this lorem ipsum. Okay, so I'm going to say this lorem ipsum. Let me just make this lorem ipsum and the like. So this is just a random post and the like. So what I'm trying to say is that, so now I publish this post using my own as an admin. I publish this post using an admin. So when I refresh this website, it's going to say a new user has been added to your website by admin, that is the administrator. So this hello word is actually by default from WordPress. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, so now we are not going to be left with only the new post that I publish, which is by admin. So now we called earlier that what we want to achieve is actually to add a new user account to the website. So now I'm going to sign out from the account, and for the user, if the user wants to sign into the account, so the user have to use the username and the password, or the email and the password. So in this case, I'm just going to type the username, which is example, and I'm going to type the password that was created earlier, and then click on login. So when I click on login, now I'm logged in as the contributor, that is the new user that I publish. So if I want to publish a new post, then I can now publish a new post as the new user and say so I click on add new post and say I am glad to join as a new user. So let me just put ipsum over and then publish. So now just because the role that I assigned, so like I earlier mentioned, I'm going to attach this link so that you can learn more about it. So for the contributor, so the contributor is somebody who can write and manage their own post but cannot publish. So that means the person can write and manage but cannot publish. While the author is someone who can publish and manage their own post. Editor is someone who can publish and manage posts, including the posts of others, while administrator is the highest level. So so this contributor that we just added, the person can write and manage their own posts, but they cannot publish. So that means after this post has been published, it's still not going to appear on the website unless it is approved by the administrator or by the editor. All right, so now that's on that. So the post has been published, and it's actually published for review. That is the higher level, either the editor or the administrator will have to approve the post before it or she can publish. So that's all about adding a new user to your website and controlling and the type of roles that you can find on the WordPress dashboard. So